Let's start by your introduction, and maybe you are going to tell us in how many countries have you been living before you come in Rwanda.
Okay, my name is Wanyama John Robert. Uh, I'm a Ugandan. I'm teaching here. I've been here for 5 years now. Uh, I've lived in Uganda for, of course, because I'm a citizen from Uganda. Lived there for many years. Later, I moved to Kenya for some few months. I've moved to UK for, I think, 2 months and a half. And then Rwanda, where I've worked for 5 years and above, just like I've told you.
So you are becoming like a citizen of this country. So,
Not really a citizen, but I've learned the language because I interact with the people around. When I go to buy airtime, when I'm using motor, I talk to people and we get to know each other.
yeah.
Yep.
So we wanted you to tell us how do you feel living in Rwanda? About 5 years in Rwanda, in Kigali. How do you feel to live here, and how is your security in general?
Oh, thank you. For the period I've been here, I believe Rwanda is a peaceful country. I've been here for many years. I've seen it. When you look at the security here, when you look at the lights on the roads, when you look at the people are so welcoming. Even when you move at night, you never feel there is harm. When you look at the security personnel on the roads, they never ask you anything. They'll ask people who are in wrong, but they do not go to intervene with the people who are moving on their own. So I love the security here, I love the country, and I love the people.
Maybe it's not good to compare any country with another, but generally when you do compare Rwanda with other countries, without naming them maybe, in general, how can you say that Rwanda is maybe among the best countries that has security?
Okay, good. When it comes to security, I think Rwanda has done well. When I compare Rwanda to the countries I've been in, of course, like I told you, UK, they have more advanced technology compared to us in Africa. But of course, we are moving there. We are moving to where they are. But maybe when I look at Rwanda in comparison to the East African countries where I have lived, I have felt more secure here. I've seen there's security. People are professional. People work as professionals. Actually, let me give you a background. There's a friend I work with some time back when we were joking. He told me when you are when you're in countries around East Africa here, when you find policemen on the road or army people on the road, when you see them on this side, you'll move on this side simply because you're scared of them. And this comes simply because of corruption. When you are in Uganda at night and you find police people or any other security organs on the road, you feel, even when you have everything on you, even when you have documents, when you have money on you, you just feel not secure because of them. Because they will interact with you, try to put you down, they want to talk to you in a bad way, just to threaten you, to make sure that they get something out of you. And I think this comes out of just because of corruption. I've not seen that happen here. I've been here for many years. You find police people at night, you find army men at night. They never interrogate you unless when you have done something wrong. And sometimes they ask you for maybe an ID, and if you have it, you have the way to go. But this doesn't happen in other countries. I've lived in, like I told you, I lived in Kenya some time back. But when you go to Nairobi, everywhere you look, you feel like, oh, everyone is a thief. You are not secure. You feel like you're not in a safe place. But when I'm in Kigali, I just feel everything is calm, everything is fine. So I thank the government here for having tried. Of course, they are trying to get to where we want to go as East African countries. And then back to other countries also who are within the East African community. I think there's a lot we can do to see that our people are safe and people move in a free environment without fear or favor or depending on who you are and where you come from, because these things happen in many countries.
By the end, do you want to mean that security guards here in Rwanda are somehow, on some extent, professionals?
Yeah, I think, because I've found many of them. Me, I told you I'm a teacher. but I like enjoying myself. I like moving out. Sometimes I just want to go to have fun on my own. So I've seen people at night, people enjoying, people go to clubs, they go to visit friends at night. I have seen people shifting at night with their good things or belongings from homes, and you never see anything like fear. People move. You really feel that people are secure. You really feel that people are happy. Yeah. So I believe that security personnel here are working professionally. When I look at way back and where I've gone and maybe other countries.
Yeah. At the end, I would like to ask you, maybe the security issues you cannot say it is 100% in the way, because security, you know, we are people, we are.
Yeah.
So if you are like asked to give any advice, maybe they are on a good extent, but suppose you are asked to give any advice to have more security in Rwanda, what advice can you give?
Okay, I think it should be to do with the cooperation, working hand in hand with the population, working hand in hand with the citizens of the country. You understand them, they understand you, and they understand how you work. Sometimes, actually let me mention this. Sometimes when you look at security organs, you find a lot of uniforms. You may find a certain uniform at night, you find another uniform at night, but sometimes you may not know who they are. As much as they are security personnel, they work for security organs, but you do not know them. You don't know whether this is police, whether this is army, whether this is mudugudu, things to do with that kind, especially when it comes to foreigners. I think they should sensitize people. They should let people know, maybe through social media, to let people know that this uniform is for this uniform is for this. And then when people come to report to you, because it has happened in Uganda, when a person goes to report to police about a certain occurrence, then they want to get you in cells, they want to have you for 5 days or 7 days, because they want, of course, I understand, they want to know exactly the focal point. But sometimes people run away from them because they don't want to report certain incidences. But if you try to be professional enough, you try to work hand in hand with the people, then they will come out to help you. In Uganda, they always say, Yamba police na ye kuyambe. But when you go to report things to them, then sometimes it's a problem to you. You have had some killings and so on. Someone reports, or maybe someone did something, but people are fearing. If you come out and report something, that person you have reported to police wants to hunt for you, wants to kill you, wants to have you in trouble. So if we work hand in hand, citizens together with the security organs, I think we can get to where we are going.
Thank you.
You're welcome.